Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 60. In the last episode, our monumental Oceanic Waste Platform here got finished, and I put down where the cargo deck was going to be. I don't know what that's going to be yet, and I don't have a ship for it. I can get a ship for it off of somebody over here. Yeah, you would sell me a ship for 600 red parts, so obviously I don't have those. But I spent all them on the blast furnace stuff, so that part at least is done. So we will be recovering parts, it's going to take a long time. But that's fine. Now it is, of course, saying, oh, we have nowhere to dump stuff anymore, and I was thinking what I might do is I might make a second ramp to get up on here, just in case something ever does happen to this, so we aren't completely stuck. And it would be helpful, presumably anyway, to get over here later. So I was thinking maybe I would just put one maybe somewhere around here. It's not ideal, but it just would be something to have. I think I can go maybe to there and then flatten that maybe. Actually, that might even still be one too high. Is that right, or is that one too many? I think that's still one too many, isn't it? Okay. That really doesn't look like it lines up. That plus 10 and that plus 10 certainly do not look like they line up, do they? Now I could believe that. Okay. Anyway, so that gives them somewhere to dump, and it gives us, emergency access over here should something ever happen to this. And we have pickups that are stuck. Right, because you haven't done this ramp yet. Right, because we have no white parts. Right. Okay. Because they are all being stolen immediately. Well, they're going to not get stolen immediately. How's that sound? The other thing, yeah, we know what that is. I mentioned I was going to look through the research and see what was next, and there's a couple things I saw that I wanted. One of them being recycling, so now we'll start getting more scrap. And I want to see about this greenhouse, because it claims it's better than the fields. So I might be able to get to a point where I have less fields, or I can keep the same number of fields, i.e. greenhouses, for a larger population. And plus that also leads into fruit, which will be nice. So I think we're going to start with the greenhouse into fruit. And we're going to need more workers for sure, so let's go ahead and get one of these queued up. It's going to be a while on red parts, but we'll get it. And there we go, we're all caught up. Yeah, I really don't even know what this one's going to do. So I was looking through the contracts, and other than maybe copper ore at some point, none of them really jump out. Like, I mean, gold would be nice, but I definitely don't want to be giving up diesel, right? So that one doesn't seem spectacular. I mean, I could guess I could get more crude, but that doesn't seem useful because we already have an offshore pump for that. That's the one I already looked at. You don't do contracts. So, I mean, maybe copper ore. Maybe. I guess, yeah, we could get into either copper or a different way of getting iron. I don't know if servers will end up being easier to deal with or not. I'm assuming they're much more challenging, but there's so many fewer of them per unit. Maybe they'll be better? Maybe? I don't know. But anyway, that would at least be an option. Get servers into gold. Yeah, I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being a gold one, eventually. You guys are bashing that out pretty quick, that's very cool. The other thing I got thinking about, the steel that's massively overflowing. Right now, it is automatically being dumped over here to help with the construction part, like the red ones. But we do also need it for here. I'm wondering if I have the capacity to get them over here without, completely blocking this off. I'm thinking the answer is probably no, because this is already a mess. Yeah, this is already a super, super busy corridor. I'd bring it up and around, but then they would lose access to these, right? Bring it up and around and kind of in the middle, so they could still get at them from this side and up. And then try and jimmy it over here. That sounds terrible. Okay, it probably isn't going to happen. Never mind. Never mind. It was a lovely idea, but I just don't see it happening. Well, that message went away, which I assume means, yes, this ramp got built. Okay. Yeah, I do wonder if, 360 of those, how that compares to just the 27 servers in that other trade. I don't know. I also can't help but notice power is suddenly a very big problem. I don't like it when power is suddenly a very big problem. Why are my boilers not running? You aren't receiving coal or biomass. Why are we out of coal? These are on. Now, the ship's coming right now, but clearly I need another one of these, yeah? That is clear and obvious. Thankfully we have that one diesel generator somewhere. So that at least kept us, relatively moving. But, clearly we need more coal. Okay, coal has clearly made it over there. That is already basically completely emptied. Wow. Yeah, we need way, 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 way more coal production. Can this thing keep up? I might need a second smokestack or to make this a bigger one or the other. Because this is looking pretty full. Yeah, this can do 10 times. And it's definitely bigger, but it's not stupidly bigger. So yes, let's get rid of this and put in a bigger one. It looks like it brings in from any side as well. That's quite convenient. You should, though, be just basic exhaust. That should be all you're receiving, so just to make it 100% certain that nothing weird happens, let's make sure you are just to basic exhaust. One red part. Come on now. Thank you. Oh, that's disgusting. But I think it's going to be necessary, especially now with these extra ones going. Well, once they're going, that is. Yikes. Alright, but we clearly need it, so... because we cannot run out of power. That just cannot happen. I guess the other thing I should be looking towards researching, if I could press the right button, is the ship stuff. Or did that need... Oh, right, it needed the extra research. Never mind, that's why I didn't do it. Okay. So I was just thinking the ship hasn't done much in quite a while, and I don't... But now I remember why. Because it can't. So that's a good reason for that. It's an unfortunate reason, but it's a good reason. Alright, but if you would build this, you'd have somewhere to put that. It'd be great, right? But yeah, this is running absolute 100% full time, so... There we go. There's our greenhouse. So, how big are these? Are they the same size as a farm? Or close enough? I'm going to say they're exactly the same size. Can I just upgrade you? I can. Perfect. Okay. I was concerned they might be smaller buildings and I'd have to like rip these out and replace them, but no, this is very good. Okay, so I'm going to wait a little bit to get some red parts up, but then yeah, we're just going to be upgrading all these guys. That's very cool. But yeah, I definitely want to wait a little bit and get some parts buffered up. I'd also really like to see one or the other of these finish. Alright, well, let's make it explicit then. Let's get at least one of them by force going. Oh, you don't even bother blasting until you have way more. Okay. Oh, pollution though. That's gonna be real bad here. But I think it has to happen, so. There we go. Increased coal production. So hopefully we'll be able to actually hold on in between trips here. That's what 2 of these go into. And I suppose that is something I could have this cargo dock do, right? Just nothing but coal. Seems crazy to me, but... Do I need to increase their production? Probably not. You can only hold 720, and by the time it gets there... So I don't think it's a production issue. I think it's really just getting it all here. Or we need to find ways to reduce our coal demands. I guess having more bio-waste from having more people will slightly help. If we can burn that instead of coal, but... It's still not great. One thing I'm noticing, we are awfully low on is mechanical parts. That is you. Are you running full-time? Sure look like it. Do I just need another one of them, or is it just because I'm researching and that's drawing extras? Could just be because I'm drawing extras. So I'm pretty sure... Yeah, these draw mechanical parts, so... Can't help but notice that either. Yeah. Maybe it's time to lose one of these labs, just to save some power. I don't like it, but I think I might have to. It just basically means that when I'm waiting on research, I have to sit here longer, but I cut all that out of the video most of the time anyway, so it won't bother you guys, but it's going to annoy me. But it definitely would save some power, save some workers, and it would reduce the draw on these. Plus it would give a bit more room for a building here, so I think I am going to get rid of one of them. As much as I don't want to. I think it will be helpful. Yeah, we are definitely struggling to keep up with those. To a point where I think I want to put this back on for a little bit. Where did Did I pass it? Yeah, I did. Right there. So I'm just going to put that on for a little bit. Just to help them catch up. Red parts are getting there. So yeah, I think I want to let this fill completely. Maybe they can even backlog some white ones before I start spending them again. Just to let them catch up a bit. But I do think the next research, like I said, I'm going to leave a bit of a break to let them catch up, but I think the next actual research I do, we're going to have to start working towards this stuff. And get the higher efficiencies, or at least the faster production. I think it's just going to have to be that way. Anyway, how are our forests doing? We're actually holding in there now that we're sharing the load over here. This gigantic patch. So even with this extra draw here, I think we're still going to be okay for trees. And that's good. One thing I don't know if this game does is, I keep pressing the wrong button, is does the number of trees on your island have any impact on how much air pollution that gets nailed? Because technically it should, right? That's entirely what absorbs air pollution in the real world is mostly trees. Well, I do wonder if this game does that, or if that's the two things are just unrelated. I don't know, and I don't think I have any real easy way to test that without, you know, completely gutting an island of trees, and then, which I just don't want to do. That does not sound like a fun experiment. I suppose one thing I could be doing is I could be going back to paving busy routes. We do have lots of concrete slabs anyway, so basically all these parts where there's lots and lots and lots of traffic, just start paving some of them. I'm not even going to worry about the aesthetics anymore. I just want them to be able to run better. There, that should be tons for them to do. Anyway, there's our fruit research, so that's a new growable crop. For now, I think all it can really do for us, because I don't have cooking oil, the only thing it's going to do is either be something for them to eat directly, or I could burn it for more fuel gas. How are we doing on hydrogen? Oh, you're doing fine. So I don't need to burn it for that. So who is going to grow fruit, and what am I taking out of here? Thinking it's going to be another bread, so it's going to be another wheat. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter which one it is. But you are going to be fruit. I think just a single one will be fine, because I'm just going to move one field from wheat to fruit. Oh, it must be. Okay. So maybe I'll take a... Actually, this is the tree one anyway, so yeah, this will be the first one we do then. So let's do this one. 240 glass, yikes. But I think we have that much. I should actually put glass on here, right? Oh no, we're completely out of glass. I'm hoping that's because you've drawn it all over here, but it clearly is not. Alright, glass production. How are we doing here? You are completely out of molten. Right, because we're out of coal, of course. That makes a lot of sense. And I don't think we have broken glass, but I suppose I should put that on just in case we ever do, but I don't think we do. So yeah, we just need more coal, flat out. Okay. Yeah, you have enough to get, it's just You sit here so long waiting for these. Okay. Alright, so I think then what I need to do is I need to save up the parts to get the other ship, so I can get this one going, and its life is going to be coal. In its entirety. I can then take the coal out of here, and then I don't know what the other two slots of this are, like the ones that are currently coal, will be, but clearly that's where this is going to have to be. And then you will have a absolutely gigantic storage, which I guess I can just copy from here as well, right? This doesn't really matter where it lives, it's going to be basically here, right? And again, we'll just be, yeah, these settings are probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. And you shape them. Like so. Okay, now obviously I can't do this until I get that boat, but that's the plan. By the time I have that, this should all be long since built. Nope, in fact, it's already basically done, right? Other than, I guess, some of these conveyors that they may not be able to reach. Oh no, they can. I don't know how they can reach that, but anyway. Apparently they can, so it's fine. For now, you're going to stay on coal until that one's ready, because obviously I don't want to lose that. But then we can take those out. Okay. It's not what I would call ideal, but I am okay with it. You have already finished all this, and the fact that you're up here, and I can drive you around up here, means that this ramp is in fact workable. Cool, okay. Why don't then I start another one of these for more cargo docks? Maybe over here? It's kind of far, but the docks, I think, have to be pretty far apart, right? I don't know which portion of this is the part it considers. Because it's got this green, dark green, and then this lighter green, and I don't know. Well, that goes all the way out here. There's no way it wants me to have that much distance. But yeah, why don't we start another one over here somewhere? Oh, and I'm going to need a mine. I might as well just take this existing one, right? A mine control tower so they know what they're allowed to dump down here. Set your area to include all of this. We'll try to actually get all of it. That'd be helpful. Okay. You can just go at this point, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess technically I could have an excavator just to dig out this little hill here, but I don't know if it really matters. Actually, it might for these, right? So maybe I do need to get an excavator down here. Alright, let's steal one from up here. Just one of the little ones. And we will officially give you a couple trucks for personal use. And a new flat. Out here doesn't matter so much, but I don't know if they can do both the mining and the dumping at the same time, if they're clever enough to figure out how to do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this part here where I know it's going to be dumping for sure back to like actual dumping. I don't know if they'll be able to figure that out or not. Either way, that is a monumental amount of work for them to do. Okay, well, off you go, lads. Struggling to keep up with crushed ores, huh? Okay. Oh, that's the copper one. So we are struggling to keep up with just ores. Okay. I forgot to do that. So they're trying to store stuff here instead of pushing it down. Which in turn means you've probably been sitting here bored for a long time. Yes, you have. Whoopsies. Are you done? You are done. Cool. So yeah, so this wheat is going to become fruit. Very cool. Because I don't think we need a ton of fruit. It's basically at this point just for these guys just to enjoy. That's about it. Oh yeah, white parts, yeah. Oh, we should have enough, theoretically. If some of them ever get here, that is. So let's push just a little bit harder, yeah? Power's not looking spectacular again. Can't say as I'm a fan of that. There we go. Okay. And there's our excavator. Beautiful. Okay, so that's another monumental project, but that's good. It keeps them busy. Diesel stocks are okay, so I'm kind of considering putting in another emergency generator. As much as I don't really want to, I think it's going to be a good idea. Yeah, it's not going to fit real well, but that's alright, we'll make it work. That's fine, we'll make that work. Oh, having said that, how are they now going to get at this with this here? That's not going to work at all. I need to wrap a cable around a funny way. Yeah, because that's how they get in there. Unless I move this down and ramp it, but that's also kind of terrible. This is not in a good spot, is it? Okay, so that's going to have to be there, and then we're going to have to go around the other way to deal with this output of the smokestack. So you're going to have to come all the way down here so that there's room for a ramp. It's horrible. Or, better idea, we just build you your own personal little tiny one. And that's way, 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 way better. There, problem solved. Okay, that's much better than a really dumb pipe just so I can ramp it. Because that would just be crazy silly. Alright, now that that greenhouse is done, alright, is glass stocks coming back up? Yes, they are. Okay. Alright, good. I guess once that does catch up fully, that will reduce the amount of coal we need as well, because it won't be running quite as often, but either way. I am now, though, going to have to keep an eye on diesel and make sure we don't start slipping there. Or I'm going to have to move some more vehicles over to hydrogen, which, I mean, isn't a bad thing to do anyway. I do want to be upgrading some of these blue trucks, if I can catch one. Oh, can I not switch you? Oh, I can, okay. To a, yeah, should be able to switch you to a hydrogen vehicle. Trying to find a couple more. Kind of hard to see. Oh, that's the same one. Never mind. Where are you, little blue dudes? There's a couple. There. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it'll help a little bit. And I do eventually want to get all of them switched over to yellows anyway, so... So fruit is just about in. Very cool. So that should make these people a bit happier. They already seem to be pretty happy as it is, but they should get just that little bit happier getting some fresh fruit. Mechanical parts are completely caught up, so you can stop doing them, please. And they will eventually drain these out themselves. I don't really need to do much with this, I don't think. 'Cause, yeah, they will still draw from here. And once it's done, I can officially clear it. Or I suppose I could tell them just to do truck storage, but that's an awful lot. But yeah, they are going to pull through there eventually, so... Oh, here we go. Somebody's unhappy again. You are unhappy again. Because this digging is too close after all, huh? Okay. Well then, congratulations, you get to move several squares over again. Congratulations. There. That should buy you a bit more time from this imminent collapse. Okay, well I think we're going to leave things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.